Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I lived in Copenhagen, Denmark for 3 years and also was living in Stockholm, Sweden for 2 years. So in this video I want to share my opinion and experience about life in Scandinavian countries. Maybe you are considering moving to Scandinavia, or you're just interested in learning about other people's experiences and life in different countries. I personally really like such videos where people just talk about their backgrounds and experiences and opinions about different cultures and different countries and cities. Of course, every country in the world has its pros and cons, but since I left Scandinavia, in this video I will be focusing more on disadvantages of this region. But in the beginning of this video I very shortly would like to start with some advantages of these countries. The main advantages of Denmark for me is that it has very modern, beautiful architecture and infrastructure in general. I was impressed by how thoughtful, aesthetic, beautiful and advanced it is. It is also quite clean country. Not Copenhagen on Friday evening though. Denmark and Copenhagen especially has many cool places like cafes, museums. This country in general has high quality living in terms of good salaries and social benefits. In Denmark I was studying and working part-time, but after understanding that probably Denmark is not for me and also my girlfriend, we decided to try to live in Sweden. We actually liked Sweden more than Denmark in many ways. Would you like me to film a video where I would compare just these two countries, Sweden and Denmark? Let me know in the comments below, and of course follow my channel to not miss new videos. For us it seems like Sweden has more entertainment. People are more open, the country itself is larger, and because of that there are more opportunities, more things to do, more shops, more brands, more places to go, and it's much easier and cheaper to rent something, which is really good and comfortable for immigrants, compared with Denmark, where it was almost impossible to rent something. So I think this makes Sweden more affordable and more secure and relaxed for immigrants compared to Denmark. But in the end, we still decided to leave Scandinavia, since all these advantages overlapped with the list of disadvantages. So I am sharing this list with you. The first disadvantage is high cost of living and rent. Despite the high quality of life, the cost of living in Scandinavia, particularly Denmark, was just too expensive. With such high rents and deposits especially, it was so difficult to afford anything. And also I think there was often a disconnection between the high prices and the quality of what you actually get. Also, if you have kids or pets, it's even more difficult. And in our experience in Sweden, it was much easier. Even though it was still quite expensive, but it was easier and much more affordable. We have 2 cats and we easily found an apartment in Stockholm to rent without any problems. In Denmark it would be much harder and 10 times more expensive, especially in terms of deposits. In Copenhagen we paid deposit for 7 months in advance, and I think it's just too much considering that you're just renting some old small apartment. We also had experience of paying 1,000 euros for just 12 square meters room. So securing affordable and suitable housing in Denmark and Sweden proved to be a hard task. The second disadvantage, in my opinion, is that Scandinavia, I think, unsuitable for young and independent individuals and creatives. It seems to me that Scandinavia as a region is just not the best place on earth for young people and also for older people. I think that such northern countries are perfect for middle-aged people with families who just want stability, for whom the weather doesn't matter at all, and who want to work full-time as a hired workers. If it's all about you, then of course it's a good option for you. You will get social benefits, you will get good salaries and stable quality of living. This all is not about me and my girlfriend. We want to work as freelancers and self-employed and also want to develop our own business, which is not encouraged or profitable in Scandinavia. Taxes there are almost 50%, and there are no benefits for self-employed at all. So we found that the Nordic countries, with their emphasis on stability and traditional work culture, were not well suited for young independent individuals seeking flexibility and more dynamic opportunities. The main disadvantage of Scandinavia, in my opinion, is 9 incredibly dark months of the year, especially in Sweden. In winter, there was just no a single ray of sunshine, especially in December. In Stockholm, it was getting dark at 2-3 p.m. So the long, dark winters and autumn in both Denmark and Sweden were challenging, especially in Sweden. Even in spring, it was still cold and gray. So with limited daylight hours and these cold temperatures impacting our mood and well-being, we decided that probably this is not what we want for the rest of our lives. So in general, our decision to leave Scandinavia was driven by a desire for a better weather, better climate, nature, a more vibrant lifestyle, and greater freedom to pursue our passions as freelancers and self-employed creatives. As I said in the beginning, all countries have their pros and cons, it's obvious, and Scandinavian countries have a lot of good things which I love. I mean, both Denmark and Sweden are just heaven on earth during summer, but it's just maximum 3 months or 1 month sometimes of good weather. I am personally from Lithuania, and I might say that there is such more sun here. And I don't feel so depressed during winters because they're much milder here. Even though it's quite similar and the culture is similar, and also I think Lithuania is getting similar to Scandinavia in general, in terms especially of infrastructure and architecture, modern one. Feel free to leave comments and subscribe to my channel to not miss any new videos, and don't forget to like this video if you like it or dislike. Let me know in the comments, was this video interesting or informative for you? Do you want me to share more of my experience about living in Scandinavia and Sweden and Denmark? Have you been to Scandinavian countries, such as Denmark or Sweden, or other countries? Did you like it? Maybe you also lived or live in Scandinavia right now. What's your experience and opinion? If not, where are you from? It will be very interesting to read it all in the comments. Always stay inspired. See you in the next videos.